Welcome to week 51 of my Trading for a Living challenge, where the goal is to make over $1,000 every single week, trading a 250K margin account. So we are 2 weeks or 1 week away now from ending this challenge. And as you can see, I made $1,700 last week trading options, which is a 68% or $700 increase or beat of the overall kind of weekly goal. So where we're sitting today is, if I do no trades in week 52, which is actually this week, I will end up at 3.2K up, which is 6% up of the overall goal, which is, again, when we first started, or when we were really in the early days with all of this red and I switched over to margin, I thought I was never ever going to get there. Now, some people have mentioned in other comments that I do have some pretty big losing or unrealized loss positions in this portfolio, which is correct. I am working on making those into a better position. But the goal again for me was just to keep bringing in that premium, keep bringing in that income. And the kind of next phase or evolution of this is trying to give back some of my profits, or this $3,000 that I've got at the moment profit, to be able to buy back some losing trades and all of these good things inside there, or giving back some of my 56K. And one of the things that I've learned, I'll do a debrief video in terms of the main things I've learned on this overall challenge, is, I don't think a weekly goal is necessary. I think what is key is that you have some goal in mind that you try to work towards that is less risk averse for the type of account you're trying to trade. I've made 56K, 56,000 divided by, what's that, $125,000 account, 1, 2, 3. That's a 44% return on investment in a year, which is pretty aggressive, right? So if we were to look at making this at 20% and making it a $500 a week goal, therefore I'm putting less risk on the table to hit that goal. So therefore it all really depends on the size of your account and all these other different things. And some of the reasons why I'm in these positions is because, again, I've got assigned Tesla shares and Meta shares, and I've had weekly covered calls which have gone completely wrong, which are my two worst trades that are causing me a problem that I've needed to open more positions on. So I've learned a lot through this. If I had to do this again, and I might do this again, is set myself a lower goal and trade it a different way than what I've been usually trading with. So, that being said, if we have a look at where we are before we get into the trades on week 51, again, 68% up. It took me not very long to place these trades. Again, overall 4.3K up, which I can't complain. And I've spent just over one whole day to make $56,000. Yes, it's been an accumulation of this 1 year journey, which has been, I've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed the new subscribers and comments and emails that I'm getting about this challenge. A lot more people start to ask me different questions about trading and how I trade and all those good things. So make sure you subscribe if you want more content like this. And what I've been promising, guys, is more content in platform, placing trades live, then doing the trades and then talking about it after, because you guys really want to understand more about how I'm placing these trades. So a lot more stuff to come on a smaller account, so you guys can be a bit more realistic to the majority of my subscribers that don't have $125,000. Cool. And again, the full playlist is down below if you have missed any video. So if we concentrate on the trades that I did, then we'll go on to all the other open positions that I've got and what my plans are for this week in terms of rolling these positions. So Coinbase, again, Coinbase went on a bit of tear. It's gone back down slightly, but it was at highs of, what's that high there? It was at highs of $103. So again, it was at just in June, right? We're at the 21st of July today. It had a low of 50 and went to pretty much 100. So a 100% move in less than a month. And as you can see now, is going back to its weekly pivot level here. And again, it might consolidate around this level. So what I did is, again, I've got a call that is in the money here going up this section. So what I did, I opened out a put position, which I've had open anyway for a while. And I've been rolling up the untested side. So I've been rolling this up now from 55, so this should be 70, sorry, from $70 and rolled it up to $75. And again, you can see here, picked up a nice juicy $1,200 credit for making that adjustment. So now my put strike is above my call strike. So that's where you have an inverted strangle on. And next Friday is, even though it's outside of this challenge now, so I won't be making videos on it going forward, it is 21 days. So I'll be looking to roll up my put even further and rolling up my call. So I'm looking probably at the 80-90 straddle, which is where you got the same call strike and the put strike, possibly closer, and then I'll be managing this position going forward. Hopefully I'll be able to do that for a nice credit. So that's Coinbase. And Mara, same situation here. I rolled up my untested side. I bought back the 11 put for $26 and I rolled up to the 14 strike for $74, which gave me a $480 credit for doing that. So Mara, again, pretty much the same. They're all correlated stocks, all crypto related stocks. Again here, look, we had lows in June on the 16th of what's that, low 916 and a high of 1836. Again, another 100% double there, and following the same trend as Coinbase. So again, like I said, I already had the 14 call, which is again in the money. So I've now gone to a 14 straddle. I might look to go inverted to go to the 15, which is the next kind of pivot level. That's probably where I'm looking to do. So again, this is where if you get big moves one way or the other, this is where strangles fall over, is because you want the price to stay within your overall call strike and your short strike. If you don't get that, then you have to start making adjustments, rolling up the untested side, picking up extra premium, and then at 21 days roll this position out to get yourself in a more favorable position to follow the stock price or get your tested side closer to the money. So that's pretty much what's happened there, and that's what I've been really struggling with. If you have a look at Tesla had earnings this week and it went in my favor really. It's again down through, that's pretty much flat. It was down 10% pretty much yesterday on earnings, and that's mainly down to shrinking margins of additional price cuts, even though they beat on the top line and bottom line, but margins are shrinking. So again, we do have the divergence coming in here, higher highs, lower high, drop, so usual stuff. Again, it's pretty much hit that missed pivot level over there, which is again what you like to see, and it's lovely that it bounced off that missed pivot line. I think we'll probably get to this line over here. So again, we've got some, I got some shares over there, but if we ignore that for a second, we've got to put that, hopefully it's not going to be tested, but even though we want the price to go down, because we have got 3 calls now in the money on Tesla in this massive ramp up here. Again, if you look at it there, the low back in May, what's that, low of 167 to a high of nearly 300. Again, nearly 100% double. And again, this is what causing me the problems, massive moves over here from there. So again, just managing that position as I can. Meta as well. Meta's had a nice little 3% down move today again as well. Meta's been crawling, trying to hit this other pivot level. Hopefully it will come back to this level. So again, I've got 2 puts here, which is counteracting this 140, 130 call that I've got. So again, I'll be rolling this up by $5 and probably keeping the puts where they are to offset the debit as much as I can. And again, if we zoom out now, this is probably the biggest drop it's had since January, really. If I get rid of this, yeah, since November where the low was till now, this is probably the biggest drop. We probably had a drop over here, but again, if I draw out a trend line on this, we've still got a bit of a way to go for it to get to that trend line around there. So again, we need Meta to drop. It has got earnings next week on the 26th, so what's that, 4 days away. So could be quite interesting here. On the last 2 earnings, we had jump 2 gaps up on earnings. Are we going to see another gap up? I would love it to come back down to here and then start to pull back slightly, because again, it's not been this low on the RSI until this stage over here, which was about 40 odd, and it's currently it's still sitting at 40 odd. Let me see that again. RSI was at 39. So yeah, pretty much hitting its RSI low as well. So again, these are the 2 things that we need to watch out for when it comes to earnings. So not much really to do there for Meta, unless, like I said, I've got 2 puts there that are pretty much to a certain extent not in the best position if Meta continues to go down. But this is a strong move down. It's pretty much at the low of the day. 3% move down on Meta is pretty big. I don't know if there's some news that's come out, but it's all good from my perspective. Coinbase we talked about. Google, I think we are in a good place on from memory. Yeah, we've got a 110 per. This is just really just sitting there doing nothing really, as you can see. It's hovering around it. So weekly pivot. So it has earnings again next week as well. I think on the same day, Tuesday. So we need to do something for that one as well. IWM. I think IWM's come back in. Okay, it hasn't come back in slightly. So I've got the 187, 177, I believe. This one here, I probably need to roll this up now to the 180. I might even roll to the 187, 186, 187 straddle, to be honest. I think that's probably the right move. And Mara we talked about. So again, there's some adjustments I can make from here. I can roll up my Google put, I can roll up my IWM put. And that's pretty much it. I don't really need to make that much moves because, like I said, I'm already up in profit here. I don't really want to add on a lot more risk. I won't be opening any more trades. So might be a lackluster week 52, but overall, you're going to see where we end up. I'm really excited. And make sure you subscribe. More videos to come. Hope you've enjoyed the channel so far. And I shall see you guys in the next video.